Okay, so it can get a little tricky because let's look at this D minor here. If we're in an E shape here, let's say we're just an E shaped F here. The sixth minor F is going to be a D minor. So what we're doing is we're just going to bring the fingers up, and the third of that D minor, which is the F. So we've got our root, 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 root. Okay, the third of the D minor of the relative sixth is going to be the root again. So we just kind of bring our fingers up, and we've got a D minor that is on the bar there from the E position. Whereas if we're in the C position down here, when we go to that D minor, it's not on the bar anymore. Okay, so that's shape fitting, kind of. As long as you know the shape that you're looking for, then you got to fit it to it. So that would be the sixth. Now for the seventh, we're going to substitute a G minor, but add its seventh, and look what happens. Okay, so we've got, let's say we've got key of C, we've got our C here. We've got this G minor shape, G minor. Now let's play this on guitar. So let's say we're playing in the key of F. Okay, so we got an E shaped F. We're gonna go G minor shaped G minor, right? Because you got F, and the second minor is going to be G minor, G, B flat, and D. So it'll be G, B flat, and D, like that. All right? And all you have to do is really just use a sixth chord and the string shapes for a sixth chord to do that. Let me show you. Okay, so I just want to show you this for a minute. And this is this is more current stuff. The minor triad short pattern stack, essentially it's just a sixth chord, and any minor chord can be played as a sixth chord of its relative major. Okay, so if we're trying to do a G minor here, the relative major is going to be what? It's going to be B flat. Okay, so we just play a B flat sixth. All right, so these are the string shapes for the minor chords right here. The D shape, we just play the third. The A shape, the sixth, the root. In the E shape and the C shape, we're just playing the third, and then G gets the sixth to root. Okay, so if we're playing in the F, let's go back to what we were doing here. We're just going to borrow this little string shape key here. Okay, and let's go back to what we were looking at here. And now we're going to put our little string shape key up here. I don't like the word cheat sheet because it's not. It's not. This is very important to keep this stuff in focus where it needs to be. Okay, it's not a. It's a very important thing to internalize. If it's easy, it's not cheating. You need to make things easier so you can keep going and tackling the new challenges. So we got here the G minor. Okay, the inversion, you're going to play it in G minor shape, which is so with the F here, it's going to be root. It's in root right there. If something's in root, we're going to be looking for the R string shape here. Okay, or we could do it from the G string shape, likely the G string shape here. Okay, let's look at where the fifth is. The fifth is in the C. So with the E shaped F, we go to the C shape for the fifth. So we're probably going to be want to take it from the G shape. Okay, so we're going to do 6 root there. So what we would do is, and hopefully this is going to work here. I don't see how it's not going to work. Okay, we better stick to the E shape. or we're going to have to start it from a different string here. So we're going to take the root from the E shape to do that. Let's see, that minor chord, right? Which is the G minor chord. Now remember though, we've got to play the string shapes of the major of the minor's major chord. That's B flat. B flat in the key of F is going to be what? It's going to be the A shape. So here's our B flat here. It's going to be our A shaped B flat. Okay? So we're going to start on the 6 here, which is the G, which is the 6th of B flat there. And we're just going to play that A shape there, right there. Regardless of what shape we're in, we're just going to do this. So we've got our A shapes. 6. Oh, the wife's home. Hey, Andy's free guitar chart videos here. The wife is out. They're having a special thing over at the church, so I think it's just to pray for peace and on election day. I'm talking about peace, not only world peace, but peace on election day and things like that. So I'm going to continue now. It's the end of the day. You get to see me at the end of the day instead of the beginning of the day. It's not the very end of the day, so I'm not tired. I reviewed what we were talking about in the last 30 seconds, a minute of the 6-minute video. I'm going to be adding this to. So we have to stop this segment at about 6 minutes, which gives us about 5 minutes to go. To finish up this topic that I was discussing here, and it's interesting, I just reviewed it. So if we're looking at the A box, what I wanted to tell you people was originally that simply the second minor in the A shape box is G minor, because the root shape is the A shape, okay? And then as you go down in the well, let's look at it this way: as the root shape, is the E shape. So as you go to the second, so this would be the root shape. As you go, you follow the pentatonic scale. So it's E, G, A, C, D, right? E, G, A, C, D. E, G, A, C, D. So here we started out, I suppose we were in F. How did we end up in F? I don't know, but F is a good key because you can do the short patterns, with when you have your capo here or your fret nut here, whatever. So this is your low E. Okay. So in F we have E shape, and then we go to this D minor shape for the second, and it's that D minor shape that's, now G minor is going to be 2, 4, 6, 2. Right there is your second minor, 2. Okay, 4 is the F in the key of C. Well, we're in the key of F, so 4 is going to be a B flat. Notice that's an accidental. That's a black note there. Okay. Now the only reason it happens to be black is because this is a pentatonic representation. Sorry, I kind of thought for a minute that was an accidental. Only in the key of C are the accidentals. By the way, they all have string-shaped labels on them. So I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Why just have what looks like a piano keyboard? When we can put labels on those accidentals that help us identify the string shapes. Okay, C, A, G, E, and D in a caged representation. I just got a new coffee mug. It's really big. Not too big though. They had a really big one. That one my wife wouldn't go for because she wants a cup of soup, not not a huge cup that's bigger than a bowl. So anyway, we're going to have an E-shaped root and a G minor shaped, and to get this half diminished thing, we're going to do the G minor in the E box. In the A box, we're going up to the next pentatonic. We're going to do a C minor and add, this is very small right here, C minor plus the 7th of the root. So it's not C minor 7th, you know, C minor 7th. It's not it. It would be C minor plus the 7th of the root. So if the root is B flat, it's 7th. Actually, it's C minor plus the A natural. So it'd be, it's really kind of like a weird chord. What does that sound like to you? It's a half diminished chord. It really is. It's a half diminished 7th chord. So if we played that here on the B half diminished, and I just raise the pitch a little bit, okay, hear the same thing? Alright, so we've got, essentially, we can add the, it's going to be the, we add the 6th of the second minor, which is the 7th of the dominant, of the root chord. So the only point I was trying to make here is that as we go along here, say in the D shape over here, I have one down here, D shape C. So the second's going to be A minor, E minor shape. Okay, because that's your D minor right there. Okay, so that's how that works, and I've had many classes on that. We just go up a pentatonic scale and adjust the shapes, you know, so we go D shaped C, okay, and so here's D shaped C. This is the D tripentatonic box, D, G, A, 1, 4, 5. So we've got a G shaped 4th right here, whatever key you're in. See, say the key is C, but it could be any key if you start, depending on where this root is, what its pitch is, right? And you have the A shaped 5th, 2, 5, 7. Okay. So, where were we? We can look at the modals going around. You want to get off the modal topic, which is, but it's probably relevant and dangerous to try to get off at any topic, because they're all intertwangled. So we got a G shaped 4th there, okay, and a G minor shaped 3rd. So it's 3, 5, 7 is our E minor. Let's say in the key of C. Okay, so right there is our G minor, but we're looking for that E minor shape. So E minor, as you know, it's just a shape now, but it's an E minor shaped 2nd, so it's an E minor shaped D minor. Okay, now it's only a D minor in the key of C. In the key of A, it's a B minor. In the key of E flat, it's an F